Heyo, Pock here. And Kotaku's having a regular one. So I decided, fuck it. Let's talk about it. So John Walker here wrote this news article, in heavy quotes, about way too many games that were released on Steam in 2023. Way too. Now, I don't know who determined this, if this is a mathematical formula or some kind of other factual data he's going to get to in the article. Spoiler alert, it's not. Um, but let's just take a look at what this article has for us. I think it'll be enlightening. So they are a peculiar, the by far the most peculiar storefront, because instead of curating or only making games available based on their own policies, they simply have a $100 fee where you can post your game as long as it's functional. Has to be functional, has to boot up and everything. As long as the game is functional, it can be posted on Steam. Now I know that's a low bar for entry. It really is. But then, isn't that what we want? I mean, since when is gatekeeping a good thing? Since when is it that I have to have a publisher and a deal to get into a marketplace? Since when is that? Should that be a good thing? itch.io is a thing for a reason. It it's where games go as well as Steam. You can just put up your stuff and let the market decide if they want it or not. Now, of course, all this news article really amounts to is this paragraph right here. And let me read it off for you if you don't want to read some dead media's opinion and you just listen to this on a second monitor. I rant all this based on wary experience. First of all, I rant all this. This article is it is painful to read. Trust me. There's another part later on that I tried another take of this whole video and I got screwed up because it is just badly worded. Anyways, due to a project I run, a project he runs, I check the new releases on Steam almost every day. Just finding the clean list of all new releases is something I imagine most people wouldn't know how to do, given it involves going 3 pages deep. 3 whole pages deep into Steam. Oh shit, man. Good lord. The amount of work it takes him to go through and then find games like this. Like, this is his website right here. Buried Treasure. This is Buried Treasure. Oh, and look, what's this thing right here? What's this little Patreon me do? Yeah, look at that. I want this to be viable. Oh, that's not a game. That's not a game though. That's not. That is your personal little Patreon, isn't it? Oh, look at you. Look at you using a news article to promote your side job where you can get $5 a month from people so that you can do the arduous work of playing video games that you find in Steam that takes you a massive amount of effort to find because it takes you to go through 3 whole pages deep to find them. Wow. Yeah, that's really worth it. That's really worth it. You know, anyways. So I guess we can find out exactly why he's whining about this. He's whining about this because his job is hard. He has a hard job looking up games. I mean, mind you, I don't think many people are going to go through every single new release on Steam. Why would you? You're going to look at the tags they use with the games and how they promote the games. Or if you're following a developer, you're going to look at the games they release, right? You're going to follow that. Steam is not a publisher. They do not publish these games. They are a distribution service. They are Costco. Their shelves are open, but unlike Costco, they're not buying the product even. They're simply open their shelves up and say, put your stuff right there on that shelf. Put your stuff right there on that shelf, and you can have that shelf for $100. That's your shelf. Put your product there. And that's what they do. I think that's amazing. I think every storefront should do that. Now, do I think quality control is a thing on Steam? Yeah, it is. And I think they should raise the bar a little bit for functional product. Because I think there is some degree of non-functional product that's on there. But do I think they should judge the content, character, or anything of a game? No, no, I don't. That's for the consumer to look at the game and judge for themselves. I think that's. I know it makes it a pain to go digging through if you're trying to dumpster dive into Steam to find games that you want that are very much unknown. But that's your choice to do that. It's just like it's my choice if I go to, I don't know, an old games warehouse place that has old cartridges for me to dumpster dive through that box. It's not up to the store to curate and preserve these games and put them all up unless they know it's actually valuable. For the junk ones, they just put them in a box and you shift through the box. And again, Steam does even do some minor curation based on your own feed and your own games that you play. They do a minor bit of curation. I think it's all that's really needed. That's all that's really needed. But he thinks since Valve makes so much money, Valve, with their near infinite money, could easily hire enough people to sift through released games and surface those that stand out. Here's another awkward sentence, by the way. Hell, just the submission fees on those games of almost $1.5 million a year could pay 30 people a decent wage to do it. That is a very awkward sentence to put out there, and it feels like it belongs in an opinion piece. They could easily have said, with sales, with submission fees of almost $1.5 million a year, they could pay people a decent wage to do it. You see how if you just rearrange the things, if you have a decent editor, that would actually be a much better sentence than how you wrote that, because that's very awkwardly worded. That's very awkwardly worded, and that's a lot of this article. Actually, it's very painful to read, so I won't make you suffer anymore. What I will say is to Mr. Walker, if you're going to write an opinion piece, put it in the opinion section. There is an opinion section right here at the top. Right at the top. You see that? See that says opinion? That's where this garbage goes. If you want to curate something, curate where you put your garbage. Put it in opinion. This is not a news article. This is not news. It is not news. It is your veiled attempt to promote your very much mediocre writing on your little personal blog so you can make $5 a month per person that wants to promote you playing little known games and promoting them. Which, I mean, fair play to you. Fair play. Best of luck on that. Just, your article sucks. Your writing really needs work. And best of luck with that very difficult job of sifting through page 3 on Steam.